Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. I'm a little got raspy because been having a little sore throat. Renee has it worse with a lot of congestion, sore throat, coughing. She's just miserable, terrible. But something that was posted to one of my YouTube videos. This guy said he found my marriage license. I'm like, what are you talking about? Lord have mercy. They're still at it, trying to make up fake things and say that it's true. For one thing, I never met Christian Chandler or Christine Chandler, Clyde Cash, or Mr. Moo in person. But if you look at this is all fake. This is totally fake because it was yesterday's date. Yesterday's date. My vehicle has been broke down since Wednesday because nobody's willing to help me right away to figure out what's wrong. It was my brake shoe hanging up, or what's going on. It's always hurry up and wait around here. Just make an appointment and wait. But if you got things to do and places you gotta be going to, and if we get real down sick, we can't go anywhere. So no, that is not my marriage license. Thank you very much for finding that and letting me know that they're still at it. Of course, this is something that someone else had made. Supposed to be me. Monk outfit with devil horns and holding like the tablets from the Ten Commandments and saying hate gays. I mean all gays. Hate all gays. This is what they're doing. I know who did this because they put this on my Facebook site for my book. I also wanted to talk about also real quick. Let me get here. Supposedly, well, that's Charlie Stone that had been harassing me on my ministry site. He had now sent me an email. Well, he made some comments too on my YouTube channel. And he has sent me an email saying, of course, he has Down syndrome. But now he's homeless, supposedly, and he wants me to take him in. I'm like, you live in the state of Oregon, close to the state of Washington, and you want me to take you in here in Ohio? I know he's not homeless. Because if he has Down syndrome, he would be getting Social Security as well. But again, he was told by the police to leave me alone, but you know, these people that don't want to listen even to authority. And I know people are going to say, well, you don't listen to authority. The court ruled. Well, you know what? The court is not authority over me unless I'm breaking the law. And I'm not breaking the law. God's word says, and that is my faith, and the Supreme Court has no authority over my faith. The Supreme Court only ruled that the states have to issue marriage license. The court never ruled that ordained ministers of Christian ministries have to marry somebody of same sex. They never said that. If they did, I'd like to know where it is in there, because I got the, where is it? Right here. I got the ruling right here. And there's nowhere in this ruling that says that it talked about states. For instance, it says here, 14 same-sex couples and 2 men were whose same-sex partners are deceased filed suits in federal district court in their home states, claiming that represented states officials violate the 14th Amendment by denying them the right to marry or to have marriage lawfully performed in another state. Given full recognition, each district court ruled in petitioner's favor, but the 6th court consulted the cases and reversed. Long story short, this is all about marriage license, states, and marriage license. There's nowhere. And it says right here, the history of marriage as a union between two persons of the opposite sex marks the beginning of these cases. To the, well, you can read it for yourself, people. You can go online and get a copy of this yourself and read it. The problem is, I read it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing right now, but I read it, and there's nowhere in there that says anything about an ordained minister of a Christian faith has to marry somebody of the same sex. Nothing. There's no court ruling that says that ministers of a Christian faith have to marry somebody. But these people who are developmentally disabled think they know better. And there are even a lot of Christians out there that think they know better. For instance, I have shown this man several times many times, that the Universal Life Church headquarters is located in Modesto, California. I have called them several times, and I've talked to the secretary, and I've talked to Andre Hensley. And I received supposedly an email from the monastery church and you see it says right here, Universal Life Church official site established in 1977. The problem is, this was a breakaway. This is people that got mad at the other people and then broke away and then moved to another state and started their own church. If you don't believe me, call the Universal Life Church and talk to Andre Hensley yourself, or somebody else there at Universal Life Church in Modesto, California. Call them and ask them. They will tell you the same thing. They are not in California. They are not in the state of Washington. They have nothing to do with this church. Oh yeah, okay. You know, everybody, even me, every minister with the Universal Life Church has the same motto. But that doesn't mean that, like for instance, I mean, here is the motto. This is their belief to do which is right. Their goal is a fuller life for everyone. Their objective, eternal progression, and their slogan, to live and help live. On here it says, on the monastery, you know, you can put anything on a website and make it sound real. But if you really know the true history of the Universal Life Church, you would truly understand what is going on. That these are broke away churches. They broke away from, like for instance, I'm ordained with the Universal Life Church, and if I wanted to, I can have a Universal Life Church. But there's something called a parachurch ministry, parachurch ministry. It's a my own ministry. I'm ordained with the Universal Life Church, but my ministry is my own ministry, separate from the Universal Life Church. I can ordain people into the Universal Life Church, and I don't charge anything. Long and the short is, you got to be careful which church of the Universal Life Church you get ordained with. Whose name is on the I don't know if it will come up. See, I'm trying to find the name for. Oh, it's on the click large. Here is the name on this certificate. Notice it's not even in the Hensley at all. It's somebody else's name, not Hensley at all. But if you want to keep on, arguing, and you are arguing with me on my YouTube channel, saying, well, it's not strife. Yes, it is strife. When you're trying to lump everybody all together, you're stirring up strife. Granted, the motto is, well, that's what you're saying the motto is, but I just showed you what the motto is. The true motto. And the real Universal Life Church don't give out. The extra titles are just titles. They're not degrees. They're not degrees. They're just titles. They're not a degree. A degree is something you study for and you earn. They have the Doctor of Divinity degree, which is a free degree. But the other degrees I mentioned in my other video are earned degrees. You give them a donation, they send you the materials, you study, 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 and then you take a test, and then when you pass the test, then you get your degree. The other ones are just titles that you can receive. You don't have to study for them. They're just titles. But you want to say they're a degree. They're not a degree. You're stirring up strife because you're lying. Bible Drive. Or should I call you Renee's mother's husband? Because everything that you are doing and saying is about the same that he has been saying for a long time. The Universal Life Church is a fake church. I mean, come on now. The man is dead and buried, and you're lying. You're basically trampling all over his grave with your lies that started the Universal Life Church. Grow up, Christians, and stop stirring up strife. But the problem is, you're not really Christian when you constantly want to argue instead of picking up the phone and say, hey, Universal Life Church, are you affiliated with the other one? You're arguing with me on my YouTube channel. You're stirring up strife with me. I don't feel good, and I'm tired of it now. Stop it. Oh, people say, well, we have the right. No, you don't have the right. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you're just doing the will of your father, Satan the devil. Oh, you might be going out and preaching to people face to face and doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that, but you're still a goat. Deep down inside, you're a goat. You say, well, I don't do it because I don't get out and do what you do. I am doing, God has given me this tool to preach to everybody that will listen. Everybody else wants to argue with me, but the ones that listen to me pray, they're praying for me and they're lifting me up. But the rest of you, all you want to do, you say, all I'm just doing is talking to you. No, you're not. You're trying to get your stupid point across. Without doing your true research. All you want to do is type in Universal Life Church and then bring up all those other ones, and then you don't want to pick up the phone and call. I tried to call the Universal Life Church Monastery after I received an email from somebody saying they were going to take away my ordination. What? They can't take away my ordination. I was not ordained by them. I was ordained by Hensley, the original founder of the Universal Life Church, and then later his Andre Hensley. I mean, come on, people. Stop lying to try to say that you're better and you know more because, oh, you went to got some degree at some other old church, but yet you won't tell me what church. I asked you if it's Catholic. And you say it's not Catholic. Well, what other old church is there? You say, well, it's you're a follower of Jesus Christ. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ too. And you can't say I'm not. If you say I'm not, you don't have the Holy Spirit in you. I'm tired of people like you constantly criticizing, tearing down. And that's not what Christians are supposed to do. We're supposed to lift each other up instead of tear each other down. We're supposed to be in unity. But we're not in unity. We just agree to disagree on a lot of things. But yet you're stirring up strife. I gotta get off here. I've said enough already. If anybody out there in state of Oregon and look up that guy, see if he's homeless or not, take him in, try to set him straight. More power to you. In God, we have the power and we have the authority. And when God, I have the authority. and with the Universal Life Church ordaining me back in 1989 by the late Kirby Hensley. Long before there was a monastery, well, no, the monastery was in 77, but long before the internet. Long before really anybody ever knew about the other Universal Life churches. There was a Universal Life Church in Modesto, California. But then all these other churches come out, and it's like, oh, they do this and they do that, so the other one must do that too. And I must be doing the same thing. God have mercy on your souls. When the time comes and Jesus separates the sheep from the goats, you're going to be like, Lord, I did this in your name and I did that in your name. And he's going to say, depart from me, I knew you not. You know I'm telling the truth. Think about it. God bless you. Have a blessed day.